mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Welcome back po sa ating 365 Daily Devotion with Pastor Russell Ocampo. So, ang topic po natin for today, Judah and the Lion King. At syempre patuloy pa rin po tayo sa ating Bible character edition. So, ang concept po natin for today is Jacob blesses Judah. So, when Jacob spoke to Judah, his words were filled with hope and promise. He said that the scepter would not depart from Judah, meaning that kings would come from his family. This was not because Judah was perfect, but because God had chosen him by grace. Jacob's blessing pointed far beyond Judah himself. It looked forward to a future king who would come from Judah line. Jesus is the true ruler, the one whom all people would one day belong. Through Judah, God showed that his plan moved forward not by human strength, but by his sovereign purpose. Jacob's word teaches us that God's blessing often reveals his redemptive plan, leading us to Christ, the promised King who reigns forever. At may kita natin ito sa Genesis chapter 49 verse 8 to 10. Ang sabi dito, Judah, your brother will praise you. Your hand will be on the neck of your enemies. Your father's son will be bowed down to you. You are lion's cub. Judah, you return from the prey. My son, like a lion, he crunches and lies down. Like a lioness, who dares to rouse him? The spectre will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he whom it belongs shall come, and obedience of the nation shall be his. At ngayon po, share ko po yung mga natutunan ko sa naging topic po natin for today. Magsisimula po tayo sa ating teaching. First teaching, your life can only be meaningful through Christ. So, yung buhay mo na mayroon ka, is magkakaroon lang siya ng meaning kung nasa Diyos ka. At sa ating second teaching naman, your life must be instrument of redemption in Christ. So, yung buhay na meron ka is dapat maging meaningful ito or magkaroon siya ng magandang katuturan and syempre, mabigay yung redemption ni God. Sa ating third teaching naman, your life should cause people to look forward to the coming of Christ. So, yung buhay mo na meron ka, dapat nagiging point of view rin siya sa ibang tao na gayahin yung buhay na meron ka na nasa buhay ka ng ating Panginoon. So, dadako tayo ngayon sa ating application. First application, educate yourself about the Bible as a Christ-centered story. So, yung buhay mo, pag-aralan mo, lalong-lalo na yung Biblia, kailangan mo turuan yung sarili mo sa pamamagitan ng Biblia, kung sino yung ating Panginoon, and sino siya sa sentro ng buhay natin. Sa ating second application naman, examine yourself to see whether you are living a Christ-centered life. So, examine mo rin yung sarili mo. Tignan mo kung nabubuhay ka ba sa buhay na kapiling ang ating Panginoon. Sa ating third application naman, embark on a journey with your family to a Christ-centered mission. So, hindi lang sarili mo pala yung dapat mong iniimbitahan or yung journey na meron ka. Dapat kasama mo yung family mo sa buhay ng ating Panginoon. So, dadako tayo ngayon sa ating discussion. Why does reading a Christocentric Bible cause us to live Christo-centered lives? Para sa akin kasi, yung Christocentric na sinasabi sa Bible, lalo na kung mapag-aaralan mo siya, may apply mo sa sarili mo yung buhay ng kasama yung Panginoon, yung feeling ng ating Panginoon. Siyempre, sa ating dive deeper, what is the main reason Jesus was called the Lion from the tribe of Judah? Para sa akin kasi, ang lion ay ang hari ng mga gubat at ang ating Diyos ay hari ng mga hari. So, siya yung nagkakaroon ng meaning or kinuha niya yung lion sa pamagitan niya. So, ayun lang po for today's discussion. Thank you for watching.